I was washing down the old station wagon in my driveway on a warm Sunday afternoon when my phone rang with the kind of panicked urgency that grabs your spine and twists. Dropping the hose, I grabbed the phone and answered, only to hear my 9-year-old daughter's trembling voice. "Dad," Lily whimpered. They're driving away with me. "Dad, help." She was hyperventilating, barely able to get the words out. My brain scrambled to catch up. Driving away? With her? She was supposed to be in the backyard, chasing ladybugs by the rose bushes. How had she ended up in the station wagon? And who was driving away with her? "Where are you?" I shouted, nearly tripping over the hose as I sprinted around the side of the house. Lily was sobbing. "They just hitched the car." I was in the back seat under my blanket. They didn't see me. It all clicked. The station wagon, our old, faithful ride that I scrubbed every Sunday, had been towed. And Lily was still inside. I burst into the front yard, heart hammering, scanning the street. The car was gone. Only shining asphalt and the lingering smell of burned rubber remained. "Stay on the line, Lily. Are you okay? Can you see where they're going?" The call dropped. I stared at my screen, breath stolen from my lungs, fingers fumbling as I tried to redial. It took 3 tries before I got through to 911. My daughter, she's 9. She was in the back seat of a car that just got towed. As I pleaded with the dispatcher, my neighbor across the street, Marlene, came over. She was in her 60s, always wore a crocheted shawl, and had the kind of heart that made her everyone's favorite. Her eyes went wide as she took in my panic. "Marlene, they took Lily. The HOA towed the car with her in it." "Get in," she said without hesitation. We jumped into her sedan, and I directed her toward the local impound lot. My fingers shook as I tried calling Lily again. Straight to voicemail. The Stonecross HOA, or the Stonecross Neighborhood Council, as they pompously called themselves, had long been a thorn in our side. Petty rules. Absurd citations. But this was something else entirely. We arrived at the impound lot, a blocky facility surrounded by chain-link fence. I leapt from the car before it stopped, running toward the tow truck idling inside. There, perched like a hooked fish, was my station wagon. "Lily!" I screamed, throat raw. A man in a stained jumpsuit walked over. Carlos was stitched on his chest. "My child is in that car." Carlos blinked. "In it? She called me 5 minutes ago." "She's in the back seat," Marlene confirmed. Another worker swung the gate open, and I ran to the car. I yanked on the handle. Locked. The windows were too tinted to see clearly. "Lily, sweetheart, if you can hear me, unlock the door." Silence. Then a soft rattle. The lock clicked. The door creaked open. She tumbled into my arms, drenched in sweat, trembling. "It's okay, baby. You're safe." Paramedics arrived. Dehydrated. Pale. But breathing. Her little hands gripped mine like a lifeline. "They didn't even check," she said. "They just hooked the car." I screamed, but they didn't hear. Officer Cullen, a tall woman in uniform, took our statements. Lily, still shaky, recounted the horror of waking up to the car jerking forward, her phone dropping the call, her screams drowned out. "We're treating this as potential neglect," Cullen said. As we left, a manager rushed up. "We didn't know she was in there. We got the call from the HOA, Robert Hawthorne. He told us to tow it." Hawthorne. Of course. The HOA's compliance officer. Petty tyrant in a golf shirt. The following days were difficult. Lily refused to go near the station wagon. Nightmares. Anxiety. The sound of a tow truck sent her running. I called the HOA. Stonewalled. "We're investigating internally," they said. Detective Lionel Hardy called next. A real investigator. Asked us in for statements. I shared the story again, watching Lily clutch a stuffed lion he gave her. Neighbors began sharing their own HOA horror stories. Marlene organized a gathering. Mr. Alvarez, a kind man with a doorbell cam, had footage. It showed the tow truck latching the car without checking inside. We sent it to Detective Hardy. Days later, he called with an update. "We're recommending child endangerment charges." Soon after, an oily voice returned. Robert Hawthorne. "Mr. Denton, let's resolve this quietly." I nearly laughed. He offered waived fees, a clean slate. "You endangered my daughter. We're done playing your game." I took it public. Letters to the editor. Community forums. News stations. The story caught fire. The HOA tried to fight back. Orange stickers. Threatening letters. All sent to Detective Hardy and my attorney friend. Then came the charges. Formal. Against Hawthorne and the towing company. The day we walked into court, Lily held my hand tight. We sat through testimony, watched the footage, listened as lawyers argued. Hawthorne tried to blame the towing company. Emails proved otherwise. Lily testified softly, bravely. Described the terror, the heat, the helplessness. The jury returned a guilty verdict. Misdemeanor child endangerment. Hawthorne fined, sentenced to community service. The towing company penalized. Neighbors clapped. Reporters swarmed. Marlene hugged us. "Will you leave Stonecross?" someone asked. "No," I said. "This is our home. We fought for it." HOA leadership changed. New rules. More empathy. One Sunday, Lily and I washed the car again. "Can I lock the doors, Dad?" she asked, smiling. I handed her the keys. "Only if we both go with it next time." The car shimmered in the sun, a quiet testament to a family that refused to be silenced. Months passed. Lily began sleeping soundly again. She returned to playing outside, sometimes riding her scooter near the curb without flinching. Our neighbors greeted us with more warmth, more respect. The new HOA leadership, composed of longtime residents who truly cared about the community, made public apologies and invited me to help draft revised towing policies. At first, I hesitated, but Lily encouraged me. "You stood up for me, Dad. Maybe now you can help make sure no other kid goes through that." So I joined a local advisory board. We rewrote the bylaws to mandate in-person notification before any vehicle could be removed, required a full vehicle check by both the towing company and HOA official, and created a hotline for residents to report abuses. Lily started writing a short story for school about the day she got towed. She titled it, "The Girl Who Fought Back." Her teacher asked if it was fiction. She said, "No, it really happened. And my dad saved me." And just like that, the scars started to fade. The story that began with fear ended with empowerment. We didn't just hold them accountable. We changed the rules. That station wagon? It's still in our driveway. A little rusty-o now, but still standing. Just like us. The end.